What's going on, guys? My name is Joe, or Clockwork Ninja, and today I'm going to be talking about a sensitive subject, I guess. Now, I will be using terms that are deemed homophobic and just all around offensive. And the point of this video is that in the Call of Duty community, it's filled with young kids, roughly around, 13 to 16, 17 maybe. And then you have your older gentlemen and gentle women. But, women, the girls really isn't the issue, and it's the guys, the men. And it ties into the fact that a lot of guys just love to use the word faggot. And if you play Call of Duty, I'm 100% sure that you've heard that word before from other players. And it's something that just really it kind of needs to stop, because I feel like they don't really know what they are saying. And growing up, obviously, I wasn't the greatest person in the world. I was a kid and I didn't know any better. I'm kind of ashamed that I've used that word before. And I remember I was a little kid living in an apartment complex with my older brother and sister. And we would, play around the block. We would play hide and go seek and all that stuff. And really, I always hung around kids that were older than me. I would be 7 and they would be around 12 or 13, or, even a little bit older. And so I always hung out with older kids. And I first heard that word from them. So I would use it. And I remember I used to say it to my brother when we would get in a fight. I would call him a faggot, and he would get, really angry. And you guys, my brother is actually gay. At that time, I didn't know, but we would get in fights as brothers do, and I would call him a faggot, and he would just get really, really angry. And it was until he came out to my parents, and I grew older, and that I realized that the reason he was getting mad and getting angry is because, I would say that to him, and that was, I stopped. And it's just, it sucks, because I wish I could take all that back. I didn't know what he was going through. When we were kids, my brother actually used to try to suffocate me with pillows. And that sounds extremely horrible. And, I forgive him and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure it was because he was struggling with himself. And anyway, that's not the point. The point is, people need to stop using that word. It's hurtful and it's offensive. And again, I don't think people in the Call of Duty community realize what they are saying. They use the term faggot as like a loser or a chump or a lame ass, almost. And if that's what you are using it for, that's not even a way to describe a homosexual. Being a faggot, in this case, a lame ass, you're implying that gay people are lame and stupid and chumps. I didn't really have a script for this topic. I just turned on the mic and I stopped using that word a long time ago, because it's offensive and it's hurtful, and it just needs to stop. If you want to call somebody who sucks at the game, tell them that they suck at the game. Tell them they're, effing losers. They're chumps. Don't call them faggots, because you're implying that almost gay people are losers and chumps. And even so, you don't say that to people at all, gay or straight. Anyone. I know my video and this commentary isn't going to change the entire Call of Duty community, because from my experience, it's just a lot of younger folk. Kids, preteens, teenagers. And I'm 22. And even, I just hope that once you get to a mature age, even 17, you realize how hurtful and how harmful that word actually is. It's toxic, and there's just no room for it. If you want to, a perfect example is Eminem. Don't get me wrong, I love Eminem. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm a fan of Eminem and his music. But there are songs in which he still uses the word faggot, and he tries to justify it by saying, oh, it's not calling him gay or homosexual, it's calling him lame or a chump. And people who call each other gay for sucking at the game is wrong too, because being gay is not an insult. And there's just no room for it. People need to stop, and I just hope that, it's a long shot, but I just hope that people stop using that word and start using other words and realize what that word means and how hurtful it is and how offensive it is, and just stop. There's no room for that kind of stuff anywhere. Call of Duty, online, message boards, there's no reason to use that word. There's no reason to use it as an insult. We all just need to stop. It's period. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you happen to watch this video, you person that it plays Call of Duty and uses that word, realize what you are saying. Pay attention to what you're saying, and just stop. It'll be better for the world, better for the community, better for everyone if that word isn't tossed around like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Take care.